What's going on, Salt Strong Nation? Today I want to give you guys a quick tip on how you can use Google Maps to get more strikes when you're out on the water. And I know that sounds a little bit funny, but there is a lot of value in satellite imagery, and we do talk a lot about using satellite images to pre-plan, knowing what structures in an area before you even get there so you can have a productive fishing trip. And we've done a whole course on pre-planning with satellite imagery. But in this tip, I want to focus on using the satellite imagery on your phone while you're on the water to get more strikes. What I mean by this is when you're out on the water, you can really see exactly where you're fishing. If you hit that little arrow button that's in the bottom right-hand part of your screen, what it's gonna do if you've got the Google Map app on your phone is reference your position with a little blue dot, and you can see a directional cone that's gonna kind of show you exactly where you're looking. Now, the reason this is really helpful is we can actually make sure that we're putting our lure into the strike zone, because if we take a look at this drone footage here, we can see that trout are feeding at a very specific depth, right along the edge of that channel. If you're not fishing the edge of that channel, let's say you're fishing 10 feet over into the cut itself, or you're fishing 10 feet over to the right into the shallower water, you're likely not going to be getting hit. So you need to make sure that you're fishing the depth change. And I've actually used this a lot before. When I'm out on the water, I can see exactly where the edge of the channel is with that directional cone, making sure that I'm casting right onto that depth change. And it really helps me get on a lot more fish because I know I'm putting my lure in the right spot. For a recent example of this, I was actually in my kayak not too long ago, drifting along the side of a small island. And what I wanted to do was kind of feel out the edge of this channel that extended off of a point. So it was a kind of a slope that came out off of this point. Basically made a cast up into that area and started kind of working my bait over where I had seen this channel kind of start to drop off on Google Maps. Knowing exactly where that was, I was able to work that bait effectively in that zone and actually ended up resulting in a pretty nice trout. So that just gives you a recent example of this, but I do it probably 20, 30 times when I'm out on the water every day, checking my position, referencing that I'm fishing the right spot by kind of turning, making sure that that cone is in position to fish the edge of a channel or the edge of an oyster bar, making sure that I'm in the right zone. So having Google Maps on your phone, being able to reference your position and reference the spots that you're fishing, making sure that you're putting your lure in the right spots is definitely going to help you get more strikes because, again, you're in the strike zone. So I hope this tip was helpful for you guys. And if you want to learn a little bit more about satellite maps, I highly recommend you check out our Spots Mastery course that's given to every single Salt Strong insider that joins the club. And that focuses more on the actual pre-planning side of things, knowing what spots to pick at certain times of year, different types of structure that are good for certain species, things like that. There's tons of really great information in that course, and it's one of the ones that we recommend all insiders to start with when you join the Insider Club. So if you want to learn some more awesome tips, highly recommend you join the Salt Strong Insider community. So if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best online fishing club in America because we literally guarantee that you'll be catching more fish in less time while saving money on your tackle. We do this by providing you with premium education, an exclusive online fishing community, and access to group discounts on the best saltwater fishing tackle. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. We hope to see you in the Insider Club family soon.